Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sorry I've been on a little hiatus here. I need a little break from the YouTube thing here, and whenever there's spoilers for Raw and SmackDown 2 weeks in advance, I kind of just tune out wrestling that week. Especially since it seemed like last week's Raw was just gonna try to shit on the current, the major thing going on right now, the CM Punk storyline. And the only good thing to come out of SmackDown last week was Christian ending Sin Cara's win streak. But, so I'm back here now this week. We got a big pay-per-view on Sunday. But, of course, I'm here to talk about last night's Raw and the continuation of the CM Punk leaving the WWE angle. Again, it was absolutely one of the best nights in wrestling I can remember, at least in a very long time. CM Punk, of course, delivered with amazing promos. One to start off the show, and the end promo was also absolutely amazing. I actually, nothing's gonna compare to that first one because it was so, sudden and out of the blue, and it was fantastic. That's what's created the buzz. But last night's the second promo with Vince McMahon, I was kind of hoping for more of that shoot style type of, like a shoot style confrontation, but it seemed a little bit more scripted to me. There definitely seemed some shoot aspects of it. Of course, everybody loved the ice cream bars, which is funny, and if you don't see them back out soon, I'd be shocked. You had the CM Punk Kiss My Ass Club, which was fucking fantastic. I really was hoping he was gonna go on about, how Vince, when he first came out, said he wouldn't be joining, he wouldn't degrade himself like that, and I wanted CM Punk, especially with his close relationship with William Regal. I was kind of hoping he came out and buried Vince a little bit about the Kiss My Ass Club, but like I said, I wish it was a little bit more of a shoot style confrontation at the end, but it was good. One thing, the electricity in the arena last night, you could feel it through the TV, that looked like an old school wrestling event, you know what I mean, that had that atmosphere of just a crowd that was alive, that was just, popping like crazy. I don't know, there was just a bunch of things that stood out. Vince McMahon coming out, and I'm going to tell a lot of Zack Ryder fans are thinking that this is some great thing that Vince McMahon pointed at the Zack Ryder sign. I want you to notice, if you watch it again, exactly what part of his entrance song is playing, and what he basically points at it when it says it. It says "No Chance," and he looks and he smiles and he gives this little head shake, and that was it. I'm telling you, I think that was a bad thing last night. I think he was basically saying to everybody that there's no chance of him giving a Zack Ryder push. Could be wrong. I rewound it a couple times to even see, but it definitely looked some part in that capacity, at least. But I don't know. There was so many fantastic things. Now to the point of, is he resigning? Is he leaving? I at this point, which is fantastic, which is great, is you don't know. If anybody says they know for sure, I think they're actually lying. I mean, you can go by dirt sheets and whatever all you want, but this is for the first time, and give all the credit to CM Punk for selling the storyline as well as he has, because like I said, it seems like last week's Raw, I did see the Vince McMahon John Cena thing, but it was almost like they really tried to shit on the storyline, and without CM Punk there, they almost succeeded. This add in the John Cena's fired stipulation is retarded. I still like, you know, if CM Punk did resign, I can still see something like Vince and CM Punk, kind of like a Vince screwing John Cena thing. I don't know though. I really don't. Which is awesome, because for the first time in wrestling, WWE is not difficult. Now, the rest of Raw last night was fucking awful. You got Kelly is becoming the fucking superwoman of fucking the women's division. You got, man, our tag team champions in the WWE are a fucking joke. You know, and the tag team division is a joke as a whole. I understand that, but man, oh my god, those two can't even hold those belts credible right now. You had a terrible stage. You know, a stage. That was terrible, if you ask me. Mark Henry, the Big Show there, they made it try to look like as reckless and as devastating as possible, but it really didn't do anything for me. And of course, they got up and stuff, and I mean, if anybody took the brunt of that, it was Drew McIntyre. And the thing about him is, if you notice earlier in the night, he had a promo with Dolph Ziggler talking about Vince McMahon's breath. Now, at the end of this, when Vince McMahon comes and confronts them, he yells in both of their faces, Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, and he says, bad breath. Drew McIntyre starts to laugh, and the camera goes off him real quick. If anybody remembers Paul London laughing during the event I was actually at, which was awesome to be at that, just because, I mean, it ended up being Chris Benoit's last Monday Night Raw appearance, but when the Vince McMahon blew up storyline, you know, Paul London received a lot of heat for laughing during that little segment, and I just found it funny that Drew McIntyre looked pissed on his way to the ring, and I know they were trying to maybe play up like that they had to face the Big Show, but he got demolished in that match, and it looked like he was taking some heavy bumps. So it's like, I almost wonder if Vince was punishing him a little bit. But I don't know. CM Punk raised the bar. I mean, if he's leaving, WWE is going to miss the shit out of him. If you don't, yeah, I mean, if you want to sit here and support WWE star power still, just look at the Money in the Bank matches on both sides. Yeah, I think the people in the matches speak for themselves. Now, I'm not saying I'm not a fan of any of them in the matches, but it's just, it really shows the lack of star quality. And I know it's not, you know, Money in the Bank is always for these guys who to come up and grab a chance, get their shot. Look at the whole card. I mean, there's just the lack of star power is there. There's no, I mean, you got Orton, you got Christian, which they're trying to build up, and he's my guy, you know, but, you know, they're trying to build him up as the top heel of SmackDown, which he's not there yet. And then you got Cena, and then you got CM Punk. CM Punk is the most credible heel besides maybe, I mean, I know you got R-Truth and Miz, but they're not anywhere near CM Punk's, not even on his, near his level. And if he leaves, you can't have, none of them, Del Rio, none of them are going to be able to fill that void like CM Punk. So, I mean, I think CM Punk has been brilliant in all this. I mean, because if he does end up resigning with the WWE, I'm sure he's, you know, he's finally showed them how much of a asset he is to that company, and how he really is, if he leaves the WWE, you know, you can see, I don't think he'll ever go back to TNA though. I really don't. I can see him going to a Ring of Honor, but I don't know if Ring of Honor has the money like that. I don't know where he can go. I would love to see him back in Ring of Honor, but yeah, fantastic Raw. Yeah, you had a Cole Cabana fucking chant on a Monday Night Raw. How many people ever thought they'd see that? But I'm looking forward to the pay-per-view. I'm sure everybody is. I'm looking forward to a raucous fucking Chicago crowd. I love pay-per-views when they're in Chicago. I love shows when they're in Chicago because Chicago has some of the best wrestling fans, and they're right there up with my Philly. And you know, we're rough. We're rough wrestling fans, and Chicago is rough wrestling fans. So it's gonna be a good time. So I can't wait to see the pay-per-view. I will be on probably tomorrow to do my SmackDown spoilers to get back up on SmackDown. But hats off to CM Punk. Raw was shit. CM Punk stole the show, of course. And I mean, even if it was for just 3 weeks, 2 weeks technically, because I know I'm not getting an account last week, but gave us 2 of the best weeks in professional wrestling that we've seen in a long time. So we always have that. So thank you for watching. Post a comment, get back at me, and look forward to my next video. Peace.